Another story that I like from a few years ago, which is in this book, is called Androcles and the Lion. Now, Androcles, I think, lived in either ancient Greece or ancient Rome, and he was a boy of about 10 years old, and he was a slave and worked on a farm for no money, a tiny bit to eat and drink each day, and he worked every single day, never had a holiday, and his master, the farmer, was cruel and nasty. And Androcles thought to himself, I have a hard, difficult life. If I get the chance one day to escape, I will. Well, one day he did get the chance, and he did run away from the farm, and he ran and ran and ran all day until he came to a big forest, and he went in the forest. And he was exhausted. He found somewhere to lie down and thought, I'll just go to sleep here. And he lay on the ground and was about to drift off when he heard from somewhere the unmistakable angry roar of a lion that was coming slowly towards him. And he thought, here it is, here comes the lion. And the lion came and held up its paw like this, as if it was in pain, and didn't run to bite him. And Androcles, very carefully, stepped towards the lion, held the paw in his hand, looked at it, and saw the reason why the lion was so upset. There was a big, long thorn between two of its toes. So Androcles took a breath and whipped the thorn out, then washed it, then wrapped it in dry leaves. All the while, the lion was licking the side of his face with his big, rough tongue, as if to say, thank you for taking the thorn out of my paw. Then Androcles thought, well, still time to go to sleep, and he lay down on the floor in the forest, and the lion lay next to him and kept him warm all night. In the morning, the lion woke up and thought, I'm off, and slipped away. Androcles woke up sometime later and thought, wow, what an adventure, but I've still got to keep running away from that farm. And he ran and ran and ran and ran, and eventually he found work on other farms where he was paid and had proper food and had a day off a week, and he grew into a young man. And things were good, but then one day his luck ran out. He'd just been thinking how if people like him, escaped slaves, were ever discovered by their old masters, they were sent to Rome, where they were put into the big arena called the Colosseum, and there beasts like lions and tigers would be let into the arena, and they would chase the people and gobble them up. And he was just thinking that when, yes, there was his old master with his men. They found him, they'd caught him after all these years. And he was sent to Rome, to that arena. And he was in the arena, and they pushed him in there with other people, and all the crowds were cheering and laughing and waiting for the big doors to open. And then they did open, those great big trapdoors, and out came the ferocious beasts. And Androcles looked, and a great big lion was running straight towards him. So he closed his eyes like this and thought to himself, this is going to be it. And all he could feel was the big, rough tongue licking him once again. He opened his eyes. It was his lion, the lion he'd helped with the paw. He and the lion embraced each other, so glad to see each other after all those years. The crowd went mad. They were clapping and cheering at this sudden turn of events. And the emperor stopped everything and pointed down to Androcles and the lion and said, "Come, approach me and tell me and all these people why the lion has not eaten you." So Androcles told the story of the running away from the farm and sleeping in the forest and the thorn in the lion's paw. And the emperor said, "Well, I'm feeling in a good mood today. Androcles, you can go free and you can take your friend the lion with you. Enjoy." And Androcles and the lion did leave the arena. They were free. And for many, many years, they would be seen walking up and down the streets of Rome. Androcles, his friend the lion, and he always made sure he never had any more thorns in his paw, and he brushed his lion's coat down every day, and they lived together for many happy years.